G'day guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront II video. Today we will finally be detailing the long-awaited boost cards. Yes, you heard me correctly. The cards I've vaguely been mentioning for 4 videos now finally get their time to shine. I'll start off by saying that all of these cards are the same across all the classes, except for the cards in the top left-hand corner, which are exclusive to the class role that you're playing. We'll get things rolling with these cards first, starting off with the Assault class, who has the Assault Training card. This card is quite simple. You gain a small amount of health for every kill you make. If upgraded fully, this card can return you 40 health for every kill, which is nearly a third of the Assault class's health. The Heavy class has the Defender card. This card gives you additional battle points, which you use to access heroes and special units in-game, with every hit you take from an enemy. You can earn up to 9 battle points per hit, but keep in mind that you have to survive the oncoming damage to receive the extra points. The Officer class has the Officer's Presence card. This card decreases the amount of time it takes for your allies' health regeneration to begin. If fully upgraded, then you can cut the time down by a whopping 40%, so your allies can be up to full strength in no time. Finally, the Specialist holds the Stealth card, which is arguably the best of these cards. If equipped, the Specialist remains hidden on enemy radar while firing his weapon, and deals increased melee damage, so this card is very useful for infiltrating enemy backlines as you can brawl up close and stay hidden while shooting. Now let's get started on the Universal cards. Remember that these cards are the same across all classes. The first of these is Marksmen. With this card equipped, every time you kill an enemy with a headshot, your gun immediately resets its current overheat, and every shot you make from now on generates less heat until you overheat again. This card is excellent for any cracked shot snipers out there. The next card is Expert Weapons Handling. Ever since Gears of War came out, games have flocked to the idea of making our reloads faster, with a little mini-game where you have to hit the reload button again when your reload bar is in a certain area. In Battlefront 2, there are 2 areas, the blue and the yellow. If you succeed in getting the timing right in the blue area, they call this a success, and you get your overheat immediately reset. But if you get it in the yellow, then they call it a super success. Now, if you super succeed on a reload, you have unlimited firepower for a short period of time before the overheat kicks back in. And if this card is equipped, then that unlimited fire time is increased. The maximum time you can increase it to is 10 seconds. The next card is Brawler. This card is a pretty simple one. With every melee kill you make, you receive health. It's a pretty situational based card, but there have been a few times where I wish I had it equipped. Moving on, we have Bodyguard. This card protects you from up to 25% of damage created from explosives and decreases the time it takes for you to filter toxic elements such as Dioxis grenades and acid launchers. This is a fantastic card to counter the hero Bosk, as all of his abilities revolve around poisoning people and blowing them up. Next up, we have the Survivalist. This is another simple card to explain. While you have this card active, your health regeneration delay is decreased. Now, this is very similar to the Officer's Presence card that we mentioned earlier, except this card only affects the person who holds it and doesn't affect your teammates. The next card is Bounty Hunter, and I can assure you that most people will have this card in their loadout. Have you ever been playing a game, you're like a minute in, and then you see Darth Vader, and you're like, how the fuck are they Vader already? Well, this card is how. Because if you have this card equipped, then you gain battle points at an increased rate, up to 20% if fully upgraded. So every time you get a kill, that's 100 points on the scoreboard and for the post-game menu, and 100 battle points for you to spend in-game. With this card equipped, you get 100 points on the scoreboard and in the post-game, but 120 battle points to spend in-game. So all of a sudden, you're churning out battle points faster than bitcoins are dropping in value, and you'll be playing all of your favorite heroes very quickly and very consistently. The final boost card is Resourceful. With this card equipped, all of your abilities have an increase in recharge speed. so you can get your thermal detonator and supercharged sentry back faster than you could before, giving you more opportunities to eliminate your enemies by other means. And that, friends of the internet, is all of the boost cards in Battlefront 2. It's been mentioned to me that in my last video focusing on the specialists, I didn't mention what cards I run. So I'll let you know that I run the Improved Shock Grenade, Hardened Infiltration, and Stealth cards when I'm playing the specialist. I find that this helps me decimate my enemies from afar, but also keeps me in the running to challenge people up close as well, if it comes down to a close quarters combat scenario. But enough about that. I hope you've enjoyed the video and that you've taken something away from it. Maybe you learned about some spicy new cards that promotes your playstyle that you never thought of using before. Let me know in the comments what boost cards help you out the most. A like would be very appreciated if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can stay up to date with all the Battlefront 2 news as it comes out. I'm streaming every day on Twitch, so I'll leave the link in the description and I'd love to see you watching the streams. Until the next video, thanks for watching, may the force be with you, and I'll see you on the Battlefront.